Ladies and gentlemen, something that has been unprecedented in my time in Marvel Future Fight has just happened. I am out of gold. Well, I have 27,000 gold left, but in Marvel Future Fight terms, that's basically nothing. But the other unprecedented thing is that Black Bolt received an amazing uniform. That's kind of the gist of this video, I suppose. This uniform is pretty good in my opinion. As you saw in my first video where I had my first impressions of the update, I got Black Bolt's potential on the first day, and so I took him to level 70, and when I tried to get all his gears to gear 25, that's when I realized I was out of gold. So we're gonna have to make do with this kinda lackluster build, I suppose. These are the stats that I have currently. The crit rate is a little above where I want it to be. I want it to be at 35%, but I couldn't get it any lower since he has a 40% buff on his 5th skill. You can see that the Uru is not completely awakened. I just slapped a few energy Urus on him. I would have amplified the last gear, but as you can see, I'm kind of trying to save on gold here. Save what I have left anyway. So I rolled crit damage there so I could cap out crit damage. And this uniform is pretty substantial in terms of the changes it brings to Black Bolt, right? So if you look at the uniform bonus, it says that decreases all damage received by 15. That's nice. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking, but it's nice. The great thing about this uniform is the skills that it changes. So it basically overhauls his entire kit. Now, I kind of want to go over the skills one by one, but to do that, I wanna look at the base model that we had since the beginning of the game, or not since the beginning of the game, but since we had Black Bolt, right? So to remind you, this is the tier 2 passive that he has. So it's an immunity to all damage when he uses a skill and ignore dodge rate. His leadership is the 30% increase of energy attack. So that's okay. He has the debuff on his passive as well. So if you look at with his uniform, he doesn't have the immunity on his 5th skill anymore. When he uses it, he gets a chain hit. His leadership becomes a 65% increase for all Inhumans, and the debuff gets a reduction of 10 seconds. So that's pretty good. Now, if you look at the skills, the 1st and 2nd skills are not substantial. The 3rd skill has the juicy accumulation, which is pretty good. The 4th skill is a channeling skill, with all defense down, and the 5th skill has a heal and has a juicy buff. Now, because his 4th skill is a channeling skill, that's why I think you want to have Power of Angry Hulk on him, because you want to cap out his attack speed. For characters with channeling skills, you want them to have attack speed so you can have more hits in a limited amount of time, right? This is the obelisk I have on him. Yeah, the poison resist is kind of useless, but the crit damage helps him cap out, and it's 180% proc. And I find that it's very easy to proc with Black Bolt when playing with him, right? I think he's a very fun character to play with. It's a very easy, snappy rotation, just like Cable. You gotta cancel, and go into the channeling skill. I plan on taking this uniform to Legendary. I just don't have the money. Can't believe I'm poor now. But yeah, I got the perfect roll and attack speed here with the Wolverine uniform. And on the other uniform is Captain America, which I already have at Mythic. So I plan on taking him to Legendary soon. And yeah, I want to take him into some content. So I'm taking him up against a stage 50 Cull Obsidian here. Now, if you will remember, my tier 3 Odin with Nick Fury lead, Coulson support, did this stage with about 40 seconds to spare. So we're gonna see how level 70 Black Bolt compares. So the rotation I'm going in with is a 3, cancel 5, cancel 4. I'm pretty certain this is the best rotation to go with him. Again, like I mentioned in the first video, I think my hypothesis was correct. The 3rd, you get hit the 3rd for the accumulation. The 3rd, you can instant cancel and you get all the hits in. The little, I don't know what those are. Needles from the sky, I think. Whatever those are. They come down as soon as you press the skill. Or they will come down as soon as you press the skill, so you can cancel it. The 5th skill, you don't get the effects of the 5th skill. They don't linger or anything. But you do get the buff, and you do get the heal. So you want to use that. And the invincibility, not to mention. And then once you have that, you can do the 4th skill to keep channeling, land your proc on there, apply that all defense down. It's a very simple rotation, and then you just gotta kite for the other the other instances while you're waiting for that whole rotation to start again. So as you can see, he's doing quite good here. He's down to the 12th bar, which is very good, I would say. He's doing amazingly. The invincibility is useful for situations like when Cull is doing that spinning blade attack, because he won't get guard broken since it's invincibility. But you have to be careful as well, because the invincibility doesn't last the entire duration of when he is attacking, right? It'll disappear after a while. See there, it disappeared just now. So you'll have to be careful. If you get caught in the spinning blade attack without your invincibility, you're screwed. Unless you have someone like Nick Fury on your team. Come to think about it, I think maybe Nick Fury should be on this team if I want to show off the best possible performance of my Black Bolt currently. But you know what? I digress. He's doing great here. Of course, Nick Fury's lead isn't the best in this situation, which is why I didn't consider using him, because Black Bolt's lead is just insane, and the fact that it's insane makes it even more crazy that his lead might not even be the best for him, especially once he gets his tier 3, because with his tier 3 having 70% all defense down, you want to use someone like Dr. Voodoo or White Fox or Enchantress with a uniform to get that up to 98% all defense down, which is crazy, right? Like, we have another character who can do insanely high stages because of his immense all defense down, right? And which is why I can't wait to take him to tier 3. Okay, so we're doing quite alright here. I must say that the debuff that he has on his passive, I don't know, people don't seem to be too impressed by that, but I think it's quite a useful thing to have. You know, there have been times in this fight, I don't know if you've noticed, but there have been times that I've been caught in the pentagram trap. I had nowhere else to go, and I was saved because I had that debuff on Black Bolt, right? I wish the paralysis on the 4th skill lasted a little bit longer, so that it maybe could keep him CC'd for longer, have a little more control over him. But it's fine. I understand why they want to keep paralysis short, because like I think paralysis is probably the most single broken crowd control method that they have, and the only reason it hasn't been a bigger problem in the game is because all the characters that they have paralysis on, the duration of the paralysis is really short. So that's no problem. Okay, I gotta switch here because if I don't, the bleed will kill Black Bolt. I think maybe that's why people aren't raving about the debuff thing so much, because it doesn't. There's a long cooldown on the debuff. So we're gonna bring Black Bolt back in here. We're gonna get the 5th skill if we can, as soon as we can, so we can heal up. His 5th skill, heal, is pretty good. It's not amazing, of course. It's not like a chunky heal. But I think it's good enough that it really helps his survivability. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Black Bolt has a heal, if I'm being honest. I think recently they've just been adding heals to characters just to improve their performance in the meta, without even considering why they heal in game. I mean, I don't know. You can kind of understand why characters like Wolverine, Hulk heal. I mean, I think that's pretty clear. But Black Bolt, I don't know, Medusa, Iron Man, they don't seem like healing's part of their kit. But anyway, I digress. 32 seconds here, and well, I did finish this at reset, so there was an error. But you saw it happen. You saw it happen. You know I cleared it. I think I wanted to try Ebony here just so I could give a better demonstration of what kind of world bosses he could do. I realized that in my previous videos I only kind of did one world boss maybe. So I'm trying to rectify that by going up against Ebony here and showing what he can do. Now, Ebony is a trickier boss than Cull Obsidian in certain ways, because he has a lot of iframes, very slippery, and without good crowd control, he gets away from you. But he's easier than Cull Obsidian in another sense, because I think he has lower defenses, and his bars just go down way easier. Like you can see here, 20 seconds in, we're on 12 bars. We cleared 3 bars in 20 seconds. That's nuts. Okay, we just gotta dodge that here. Just gotta dodge. Okay. I think by now I've memorized Ebony's like attack patterns already. I play Ebony so much. I think he's probably my favorite world boss to play. I don't know. I think maybe just because the game has so many characters that do well against Ebony, which is why I play him all the time. But look at that. We're doing great here. Stage 50. Stage 50 for such a poorly built character, I think is very impressive for me. And look at that. We're at 9 bars. We cleared 6 bars in 1 minute. That's not bad. That's not bad, I'd say. And this build can get so much better. There's no CTP. There's no Urus. There's no mythic uniform. I was thinking of what else I don't have. Right. But yeah, we're kind of shredding this Ebony stage, you know. Okay, he goes into his next phase here. Okay, he immediately does that. Okay, it's kind of annoying when Ebony goes into that claw phase of his. He also gets the damage reduction on him. So you can see my attacks aren't really doing that much damage until the muscle thing disappears. Oh my goodness. I think the most annoying thing about Ebony is really those purple meteors. Because they come out of nowhere and you just have to react so fast in that situation. And basically, if you don't have any super armor or anything like that, you will die. You will get guard broken in there. Even if you have like guard break immunity or super armor, sometimes if you're too squishy, you'll still die. I think this happens a lot to me when I'm playing with Luna because, again, she's one of the squishiest characters, I think, and Ebony just needs to touch her and she dies. I miss my proc here. It's kind of annoying. I also wish I could kind of turn off the S effects on the 5th skill of Black Bolt, especially since like I'm canceling it most of the time anyway. I'm not looking at it, so like I think the animations are kind of wasted on me. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but yeah, I wish there was just a way to turn it off, because if Ebony ever does like the purple meteors thing in the middle of that 5th skill that I'm doing, I'll have no way of seeing it. Oh my god, like there. Okay. That wasn't the 5th skill, but like, oh my god. Almost died there. Almost wasted 3 minutes of my life. The thing is, I've never seen Ebony do those purple meteor things back to back. So I think once you're done with one, you're pretty much safe for at least the next 30 seconds, I suppose. He also loves to do this meteor thing on like both sides of the arena, but I don't think it does that much damage anyway. A lot of characters can tank that. And yeah, look at that. We get it done. Yeah, I think he handled stage 50 of Ebony much better than stage 50 of Cull Obsidian. He can even go higher. 1 minute, 30 seconds to spare. That's nuts. Okay, so we're taking him up against GBR Master Mold today. Now, this isn't going to be anything truly substantial. I just wanted to produce a little more content. I'm making this Black Bolt video just to be a little more comprehensive. We're up against a tier 3 Sharon here. We're up against a Professor X as well. So I don't expect us to do great. Okay, don't take this as like any sort of comparison. Don't let this be the thing that determines, oh, Black Bolt is worse than Professor X or Sharon or anything like that. I mean, granted, I think he might be just because those characters are so strong, but this shouldn't attest to that, even if I am ahead in damage currently. But yeah. Alright, so we get this channeling skill in, but Professor X hits his tier 3. We're probably like last in damage. Oh, we're first. What? Whoa, okay. How are we first? I don't believe it. I'm not even saying that. Oh, are they hitting already? Oh, they are. Oh, I missed the 5th skill too. Oh no, what happened? What? I can't move. I can't switch either. Oh my god. Well, you know what? At least Sharon got it. Okay, and I'm last. What a joke! What a joke! Okay, let's just. I'll keep this in the video, but let's just pretend that didn't happen between the two of us. Okay, so Black Bolt's uniform, worth buying or not? I think it's absolutely worth buying. It reworks a character, an iconic character that hasn't been useful in the game for the longest time. I think with his tier 3 with a proper build, he'll get even better. I think he'll be one of the best Cull Obsidian and Ebony clearers because of his All Even Sound and tier 3 skill, but I will have to see about that for myself in the end. And I just love how it looks, it looks, look at that, it looks amazing. It's one of the sexier uniforms in the game. Anyway, that's my review for Black Bolt's uniform. I hope that watching this video was insightful for anyone watching. I hope that this video was able to provide you with some perspective on how good Black Bolt's uniform was. And as always, thank you so much for watching.